Hey, how about you bitches?
Please like and comment on this video and subscribe to the AWF network here on YouTube for more AWF and CCWO content. And don't forget to hit that fucking bell for notifications anytime content is posted. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Uprising. I am Philip Ontario, as always, here on commentary, and folks, we are on the road to Pain for Pride. On that night, we're going to see the AWF Championship defendant, Shawn O'Connor, defends the title against Travis Sparks. But tonight, we're kicking off the AWF World Tour as we are here live in Toronto, Canada. It's a homecoming for me. It's a homecoming for some of the other AWF stars. Pleasure to be here in Toronto. We're going to be in Canada also for Superstar Mayhem. A lot of other places we're going to be traveling over the course of the next few months. So look forward to that. We got a hell of a show here tonight. And look at how we're kicking things off. The knockout artist is back. Here comes Walter Scott. Last time we saw Walter Scott here on Uprising, he was brutally assaulted by his now former tag team partner, Lewis Rivers. You heard Lewis Rivers on the last edition of Uprising explain his actions, said he was done with Walter Scott. These guys battled in an 8-man tag team matchup at Call All-Stars 11. Lewis Rivers' team walked out with the victory, but it was Walter Scott that landed that Great Scott elbow to eliminate Lewis from that matchup. Now Walter Scott, he's cleared, he's back here on Uprising. He's going to address the AWF audience and his former best friend, Lewis Rivers. So let's hear what the knockout artist has to say.
Story time, folks. Listen, it was 9 years ago that I met a man that would later on become a younger brother to me, a right hand, a best friend. We would go on to rise in this industry together, from working the underground scene to breaking out together in this very company, on this very brand. While we always didn't see eye to eye, I knew that at the end of the day I could trust my brother to have my back on any given night. But then, I was proven wrong. My best friend stabbed me in the back and thought things would be better off without me. A man who helped shape him into the very man he is right now. You see, I may have been the butt of the joke that night, but at Call Stars 11, I got a little taste of revenge when I knocked that son of a bitch out with a lethal Great Scott elbow. You see, Lewis, I may have gone one up on you, but things are far from over between the two of us. No, I want you to feel the same pain I felt when my brother turned his back on me. I want you to feel the same hurt I did when a man who I've traveled this world with thought this planet would be better off without me. And lastly, Lewis Rivers, I want you to be put to sleep time and time again at the hands of the knockout artist. You see, the world has only just begun, and trust me, when all is said and done, I will be the one to leave you in your misery and hate what you've become.
Wait a minute. That can't be. Oh my god, folks. That's the music of the former Call All-Stars champion. Is Brandon Wolf here in Canada? Yes, he is! The Wolfman is here on Uprising. Brandon Wolf, a member of the Superstar Mayhem roster, making a surprise appearance here tonight. Brandon Wolf shocked the world just a month ago when he announced his retirement tour will be taking place over the next year. He was attacked on our last edition of Superstar Mayhem by the Dynasty. I expected we would see Brandon Wolf on the next Superstar Mayhem, not here tonight. And Brandon Wolf is a former CCWO Canadian Light Heavyweight Champion. Certainly not a stranger to the Canadian crowd. Folks, I believe this is Brandon Wolf's first ever appearance here on Uprising. Well, he's been a part of the Superstar Mayhem brand since joining the AWF, but he's here on Uprising tonight and the fans are ecstatic. Walter Scott, he was looking for Lewis Rivers to come out here, and they would have came to blows if that was the case, but the Wolfman is here. You gotta wonder why. I mean, does it pertain to Walter Scott? Does it... What is going on? Does GMR even know this is taking place? GMR, who is back in control here tonight. We're gonna hear from him later on. But right now, Brandon Wolf, the former Call All-Stars champion, here on Uprising.
Now I know this is not who you expect. Well, hopefully I'm second best. I'm out for two reasons. Reason number one, I'm here to let you all know something. That I, as of right now, am a free agent in the AWF. That's right. I can show up to Uprise and Superstar Mayhem whenever I want to until I retire. And number two, I've never had a match in Uprise before, so why not have one right now against you, Scott? You've always wanted to have a match with me. Now's your chance to have it.
Oh my god, folks. Can you believe this is how we're kicking off Uprising here tonight? We're going to see Brandon Wolf and Walter Scott go one-on-one. The referee calls for the bell. Here we go. And Brandon Wolf with a big knee. Wolf going in for the quick victory. Only in one count. Brandon Wolf announcing that he's now a free agent, meaning he can compete on Uprising and Superstar Mayhem up to his retirement. Means we're going to be able to see some dream matches like this one here tonight. Brandon Wolf, Walter Scott going one-on-one to kick off Uprising here in Toronto. And Wolf with the knee. The dive-in knee, the signature knee that we've seen Wolf use over the course of the past few years. Kicked in the midsection, another. Oh man, Wolf looking to fly. Here we go. Flying Wolfman. Oh, he crashes and burns. Lands back first on the floor. Walter Scott now has a chance to capitalize. Walter heading up to the top rope. An elbow across the chest. Not going for the cover. Going back up to the top rope. Maybe looking for that frog splash. There it is. Frog splash connecting. Walter goes in for the cover. 2. And only a 2 count. Gonna take a lot to take down the former Call All-Stars champion. Walter Scott making his return to the AWF here tonight. Certainly, I'm sure he didn't prepare for this one. He was preparing for his former best friend, Lewis Rivers. Was hoping maybe to dish out another one of those Great Scott elbows. But he might have to use that on Brandon Wolf tonight if he hopes to pick up a big victory. Walter Scott calling for Wolf to get up to his feet. And Wolf! Scott ran, and Wolf caught him into that modified power slam, and now a knee. Walter Scott's got to be careful. Brandon Wolf is coming off of one of the greatest runs in the history of this industry. His 2-year reign as Call All-Stars champion. He beat everyone. Anyone you can think of, Brandon Wolf beat them. He beat the top in the industry to hold on to his championship. But will he be able to walk out of this one? Walter Scott with a small package. Only a 1 count. In fact, Brandon Wolf and Walter Scott challenged Brandon Wolf for that Call All-Stars championship a few months back at the New Dawn Pros Young Lions Cup event. He was unsuccessful on that night. Some feeling that Walter Scott should have gotten a singles opportunity at the championship. Only a 2 count. Brandon Wolf since lost the Call All-Stars championship to Ben Hopkins at Call All-Stars 11. But tonight, Walter Scott has an opportunity to face Wolf one-on-one. And look at this. He just won't stop. 10 elbow drops to the heart of the Wolf man. A little bit later on tonight, folks. Oh man, before we get to that, springboard cross body by Walter Scott. Now going in for the cover. Could this be enough to keep Wolf down? 2. Only a 2 count. As I was saying, folks, a little bit later on tonight, the Disciples are returning to action tonight. They're going to be in tag team competition later on tonight. Also, we're going to see the team of John Blackos and Scott McShannon take on Tyler Watson and Christopher Wonder. Yes, you heard that correctly. That's later on. Right now, Brandon Wolf, Walter Scott. Here comes the Wolfman. Clothesline in the corner. And the Bulldog. Wolf now. Oh man, detonation kick. Is that going to be enough to keep Walter down? 2. A 2 count. You don't know the condition of Walter Scott. He's making his return. Clearly, he's well enough to be cleared to compete here tonight. But he was brutally assaulted only just a while ago by his tag team partner. He was left a bloody mess. So you got to wonder what his physical condition is. And oh, springboard moonsault by Wolf. 2. Only a 2 count. Kick to the back by Brandon. Northern Lights. Wait a minute. Not going in for the cover. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Into the brainbuster. Wolf now into the cover. 2. Only a 2 count. Oh man. Swing a neck breaker there by Wolf. Now maybe Brandon's thinking spear. Here it comes. Spear connects. And usually with that spear, oh no, Brandon this time going in for the cover. 2. Only a 2 count. Usually Brandon follows up with a wolf howl. Oh, now looks to be setting up for it. Here, oh. Walter able to get out of the way. Going for the Great Scott elbow. The Wolf was able to duck. Hits the kick to the midsection. Now super kick. Walter Scott is down. And now Wolf maybe going to try again. Go for that Wolf howl. Here we go. Walter now. The counter. Northern Lights suplex. Brandon almost put this one away. You got to believe if he would have hit that in Wolf's howl, that would have been it for the knockout artist. There's a scoop slam. How is Walter Scott going to capitalize here? Oh my goodness. That's a far leap. And Brandon now, he's rolling and trying to get up to his feet. Oh my God, crossbody by Walter Scott. Diving crossbody, impressive, but not enough to keep Wolf down. Great Scott elbow, no. Brandon able to push it away. Now it's this springboard drop kick. Modified triangle drop kick, and now going for another springboard knee. Brandon now has got him up. Detonation kick. Walter Scott in a world of trouble. Now heading up to the top rope. 450. Oh! That's how he's won the All-Stars Championship. Walter able to get the knees, and now the Great Scott elbow. That Great Scott elbow from out of nowhere. Is this enough? And as they say, it only takes one. Walter Scott picking up the victory here tonight to kick off Uprising in Toronto. What a victory, too, to defeat a former All-Stars champion, Brandon Wolf. His first ever Uprising matchup. Congratulations to that man right there, Walter Scott. Hell of a victory. Hell of a match, too. Hey, hold on. That's Lewis Rivers. Lewis Rivers just walked right past Walter Scott. He's going after Brandon Wolf. And look at Walter Scott. He's coming back. He's going to take out Lewis Rivers. A clothesline sends Rivers out to the floor. A lot of respect between these two after a hard-fought match.
Hey,
Funny Talking Man. I have a complaint to launch right now. I understand that Travis has the right to challenge for the title, but Pain for Pride is only a few weeks away, and Travis has to defend his $1 million title prior to cashing in, per the rules of the title. Travis hasn't defended the title yet, and the fact that Travis is the poster boy for Pain for Pride is disrespectful to me. I'm the champ. I'm the one who represented AWF at All Stars 11 and became a double promotion champion. Travis Sparks hasn't defended anything. He hasn't represented the AWF. He can't call himself a double promotion champion. He's always irrelevant. But Mr. Funny Talking Man, apparently he's your guy. Apparently he's Shawn Walsh's guy. He is represented by the big interest in AWF. I think that he has to defend his $1 million championship here tonight against Brent Thompson. And I think, Mr. Funny Talking Man, if you don't make this match happen, then you're just a corporate shill. So make the match happen, and Travis Sparks, why don't you go out there for once and prove that you're actually worth something, like me, the best of all time.
Okay, now I see what you're trying to do, Bolt. Now you should know right now I am not in a very positive mood. I mean, I should be, right? After all, Team Uprising did win at Survivor Series. Yet instead of celebrating these 2 weeks, I spent last Uprising in the hospital after what Mason Chronic did to me. But I also did see last Uprising, and I saw what happened with Travis and you. So I know you are trying to dodge him. But you know what? Consider yourself lucky that a Travis Sparks versus Brett Thompson match does sound interesting. So that will happen tonight. However, Mr. O'Connor, I hope you don't do this again if Travis does retain. Otherwise, I won't be so nice.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Uprising. We're set for tag team action. But wow, we just found out our main event tonight. It appears it's going to be Travis Sparks defending his $1 million championship against one half of the World Tag Team Champions, Brent Thompson. Travis Sparks, we found out in the last edition of Uprising, set to challenge Shawn O'Connor for the AWF Championship at Pain for Pride because he's cashing in that $1 million championship. But the AWF champion, Shawn O'Connor, trying to weasel his way out of that one, convincing GMR to force Travis to defend his title here tonight. Because if Travis loses the $1 million championship tonight, the AWF championship match at Pain for Pride is off. Regardless, should be one hell of a main event here tonight. Gotta be wondering what's on the mind of Brent Thompson, the challenger. Could change the direction for him. But are these two men on his mind? The disciples who made their return in the last edition of Uprising. And they set out the challenge to the Exterminators that they want an opportunity at the tag team titles. These two men, Timothy Benaya, Cody Apollos, are 3-time AWF World Tag Team Champions. They're looking to become 4-time Tag Team Champions, and they could do that if they defeat the Exterminators. You gotta believe that's a match that's gotta be coming up soon, but Benaya starting things off here. It's Teddy Sharp. He's spinning wheel kick. The Disciples, they disappeared from the Uprising scene after losing the World Tag Team Championships to 3G just a few months ago. Since then, 3G lost the titles to the Exterminators. Now the Disciples are back, and they want their titles back. Oh my goodness, is this one already going to be over? Disciple death drop. Well, thanks for coming. 1, 2, and 3. It's over. Like there was any doubt, the Disciples, perhaps the most dominant team in AWF history, pick up the victory in their return to in-ring competition. Will the Disciples be next in line for the World Tag Team Championships? Will they win back their titles to become 4-time Tag Team Champions? Oh God. Why are we even showing this? Mason Chronic, who's supposed to be suspended, is out here. Look, here comes the general manager, GMR, on his way out here. Thank goodness. Mason Chronic is suspended. He got suspended for his heinous actions. He shouldn't be in the arena. Hopefully we're getting some security as well.
Oh, hell no! We are not doing this tonight, Chronic! Or I won't let you disturb the rest of the show. Security, get us out of here! Now!
And oh my God! Chronic threw the first strike, and the general manager is fighting back. We finally got some security over here. Oh my God, these guys are fighting in the crowd. So just go to the break.
You don't see a microphone, do you? Well, already redneck doesn't need a microphone to tell you. For those of you that don't know about GSAF, you better make sure to get the F in right now. If not, you'll get your ass left behind.
I got a bad case, I'm turning it up, it's getting cold in here, so fire it up. I got a bad case, I'm turning it up, it's getting cold in here, so somebody fire it up. Come on and fire it love with the feeling of pressure to the ceiling. Wake up with intention to face my opposition. Get raw when it's time to lay it on the line to the wall where we're taking it. Let the light shine like. I got a bad case, I'm turning it up, it's getting cold in here, so fire it up. I got a bad case, I'm turning it up, it's getting cold in here, so somebody fire it up. Come on and fire it up.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Uprising here in Toronto, kicking off the World Tour. What a night it's been so far. Brandon Wolf announcing he's a free agent, having an incredible matchup with Walter Scott. The Disciples are back. And then I'd like to apologize to our fans at home and our fans in attendance as well. Mason Chronic, who was suspended on our last Uprising, shouldn't be here. I don't know how he got past the security. He shouldn't be here. And we're sorry that any of that got shown. Hopefully Mason Chronic is being arrested for trespassing. We gotta move on with the show though. Nik Hemmerling in the ring now. Asked for this rematch here tonight. And GMR granted his request. He has another opportunity to take on one of Uprising's newest stars, Ervino. Ervino made his Uprising debut in our last Uprising, and he defeated Nik Hemmerling. It was an impressive matchup, an impressive showcase for this young man. Now he's got to show that it wasn't a fluke, that he can do it again. Nik Hemmerling went on Twitter and demanded a rematch. General manager wanting to see this one again, granted his request. A lot of new stars coming to Uprising, folks. A lot of new stars coming to AWF in general. Of course, Superstar Mayhem has their Best of the Super Juniors tournament, which they just had a Best of Super Junior exclusive CPV Dare to Dream. One hell of an event. If you haven't seen that, you should definitely check that one out. Also, but here at Uprising, got a lot of, fresh faces showing up. We got Ervino, we got Damian Valentine, who we're supposed to hear from later tonight, but there's a big Superman punch. Only a 1 count. Ervino getting the shoulder up. Oh, he went for it again. Kicked in the midsection. And a big boot. Out to the floor goes Nik Hemmerling. Springboard. Oh my god. He just drop kicked him into next week. This Ervino, so athletic, so impressive. This guy is not afraid to take risks. Springboard. And there's the elbow right across the face. Up on the top rope. Very comfortable up there. Hemmerling up on his feet though. Wait a minute. Oh my god, the Hurricane Rana. 2 count. Maybe a Dragon Rana. There's the Hurricane Rana. Oh my goodness. Surprised that Super Mayhem didn't acquire this guy for the Best of Super Juniors tournament. This guy is unbelievable. And oh, there's a counter there by Hemmerling. Hemmerling, he's got that that MMA mixed martial arts background. He's also not afraid to do some cheap tricks. And oh my goodness, launching himself off the apron with that clothesline. Now throwing him back first into the barricade. Nik Hemmerling, he's looking to make a statement here tonight. He's fallen short in his last few matches, wanting to change that. Could do that here tonight. Plants Ervino into the mat. And only a 2 count. Uh-oh. German suplex. Throwing him in the corner, and there's an uppercut. The Australian native Nik Hemmerling taking on the Brazilian native Ervino. And look at that, slapping him across the face. What is this? Belly to back suplex. Things not looking good for Ervino here. Nik Hemmerling might be able to pick up the victory here. Nice German suplex. Gonna go for it again. Another German suplex. But Ervino able to get the shoulder up. Hemmerling looking impressive so far here. Goes for the strike. Ervino able to block it. Lands a strike of his own. And oh my goodness, a cutter. Sending him down. Now he's on the top rope. Swanton. Swanton bomb connecting. Ervino doesn't go in for the cover, and this time now going in for the cover. 2. And 2 count. Calling for something here. Oh, counter. Now Ervino fighting back. Throwing him in the corner. What is this? Elbow to the head. He's in position. Here we go. Oh my goodness. That's 619. Now off the rope. 450 splash. And that's it, folks. Ervino picking up the victory. It was no fluke. Ervino defeating Nik Hemmerling for the second time here on Uprising. This kid's impressive. Gotta have a bright future here in the AWF. Congratulations to this young man. And Nik Hemmerling put in a great fight. But it was Ervino that walked out of this one with the victory. Hey, wait a minute. That's the Extreme Champion. That's Brian Stone and his manager, Don Martin. So they seem to be impressed as well. Ervino doesn't know what to make of this. I don't know what to make of this as well. Yeah, I guess Brian Stone and Don Martin are fans here. Folks, we're going to go to commercial break. We'll be right back.
See, it takes perseverance, takes more than ears to hear it, takes more than tears to feel it, takes more than pain to heal it, regain your spirit. Don't take your time, gotta face your grind, gotta take your mind and clear it. No time to kill, you got the skills behind the wheel, not steer it. I tried being lazy, it really wasn't me, cause a man that doesn't work, that's a man that doesn't eat. And I can see my future obstacles preparing their defeat, cause I'm standing in the mirror, but I'm staring at a beast. Can't face defeat and I can't be weak because the struggle is tough. Gotta bring that heat, get back to your feet and say enough is enough. Say I fell to the ground, looked around and I found that I was down on my luck. So I stepped my game, my pride, my confidence and stamina up. Now I'm smashing all my foes, I'm passing all my foes. I got passion and it shows, go gadget, reach my goals. You came to see greatness, then pass me the mic. This is what my mama told me when I asked for advice. Mama said, it's a pill for oddities, a stranger crusaders. Ain't never wanna be so weird in the novelties. Don't ever change, we wanted everything, wanted everything. Stay up on that rise, stay up on that rise, and never come down. Oh, stay up on that rise, stay up on that rise, and never come down. Mama said, don't give up, it's a little complicated. All tied up, no more love, and I hate to see you waiting. They say it's all been done, but they haven't seen the best of me. So I got one more run, and it's gonna be a sight to see. Had to have high hopes for a living, shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing. Didn't have a dime, but I always had a vision, always had high hopes.
You know, I must say that Apoc Aries' run here so far in the AWF really hasn't gone the exact way he's wanted it to. And it's kind of baffling for somebody like myself to come into a new federation like this and not get to a point of a high caliber. I myself am a veteran of this industry. I've been around the block a few times. But I guess maybe it's time for the veteran to finally see that the younger talent that are cropping up here in AWF and in the car world in general are impressing me. Are impressing me to the point that it's time for Aries to make a change. For my entire career, I've been nothing more than a singles competitor. But you know what? Maybe I've seen the light in all of this. And instead of wanting to destroy, maybe it's time for Aries to give back. So I went to AWF management and I asked them if I was allowed to go down to their developmental and look at the crop of talent and see what they had for me. And I came across a man that really caught my eye, and his name was Alex Starr. And the thing that caught my eye about this kid is that the ambition he had, and the drive, and the skill, and the passion really gave me a feel of myself when I was younger in his position. And then I've escalated and elevated and evolved myself over the past 10, 15 years that I've been doing this. I could see something in this kid that gives me a chance to maybe form and mold a second Apoc Aries for the future. So that when it's time for me to hang up my boots, there's somebody in my place that can destroy and keep the mantle going. So it was my idea to get him on my side, and the Blade Runners were born. But enough about myself. I think it's time for the kid to introduce himself. Go ahead, Alex.
Greetings, AWF fans. My name is Alex Starr, and I have officially arrived to AWF. Now, as a rookie, maybe you're already looking down on me, but I will advise not to do that, because if you do underestimate me, you will regret it. If it isn't obvious, me and Apoc Aries are officially a tag team, and we plan on taking over the tag team division as the Blade Runners. We are more ambitious than any other tag team in this division, and we will become the tag team champions. If you want to stand in our way, that's fine, but get ready to be taken down, because one way or another, we are going to become the tag team champions. It's only a matter of time.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Uprising. We just heard from one of the new tag teams here on Uprising, the Blade Runners, addressing the tag team division. Speaking of tag teams, coming up next, we got a special tag team matchup. Here comes one of the participants, a former AWF World Heavyweight Champion, former AWF Tag Team Champion. One thing Christopher Wonder has not done is win a mid-card championship in the AWF, and he's going to have the opportunity to do so on our next edition of Uprising, when he will be using his Survivor Series championship opportunity to challenge John Blackos for the United States Championship. If Christopher Wonder wins that matchup, he will become a Triple Crown winner here in the AWF. In honor, only 3 superstars hold that claim. Those 3 being Brent Thompson, AJ Young, and Shawn O'Connor. Could Christopher Wonder add his name to the list? He's going to have the opportunity on our next edition of Uprising. But tonight, he's got an opportunity to earn himself momentum. John Blackos is going to be on the opposite side of the ring, which is a great opportunity for this young man. But also, one thing that may not work out in his favor is who he is teaming up with tonight. That being Tyler Watson. As you may remember, when Tyler Watson was the United States champion, he defended that championship against Christopher Wonder at SiberSlam. Wonder was unsuccessful on that night, although it was due to the fact that Tyler Watson had a little handful of the tights in that pinning predicament. Those two They certainly don't see eye to eye, but tonight they're gonna have to, because they're on the same team. Tyler Watson, the former United States champion, looking to get back in the U.S. title hunt. Unsuccessful in the last edition of Uprising in his matchup against Scott McShannon. Watson's very frustrated by that. Well, things have not been going the way of Tyler Watson lately. He lost that match to Scott McShannon. He lost to Brandon Wolf at Survivor Series. Everyone's been laughing at Tyler Watson ever since Call All-Stars 11, because Tyler Watson thinks he made a fool of himself by leaping off the top rope and attempting a crossbody that did not connect. Watson posted a lot of angry tweets, salty individual. Watson very upset about that, ignoring the fact that his team won the matchup. Watson is a selfish individual. He's only thinking about himself, which may not be the strategy for tonight since it's a tag team match, but we'll see what happens. Here comes the first member of the opposing team, the man who defeated Tyler Watson in the last edition of Uprising, the King of the North, Scott McShannon. Scott McShannon's been picking up some momentum over the course of the past few months. He's had some impressive showings since arriving here in Uprising, picking up a victory over Tyler Watson, like I mentioned in the last Uprising, having a little impressive performance in the Call All-Stars 11 Royal Rumble matchup. A lot of people talking about Scott McShannon. Could Scott McShannon be on his way to get into championship hunt? Maybe that U.S. championship held by his tag team partner tonight, the French phenom, John Blackos. Arrival of the Fat Bitch Thriller. There he is, the United States champion, John Blackos. What a t-shirt, John All-Stars. It was that Call All-Stars 11 where John Blackos defeated the Savage Jamal Bedlam in a crazy matchup. A matchup that some were calling a show stealer. John Blackos came out of that one with the victory. John Blackos has been having a hell of a year. That victory there, of course, winning back his United States Championship. Blackos picking up a victory over Steven Syntax in the last Uprising in a United States Championship matchup. Never give in style, give the limbs on whether you want it to end. Dirty McGinn, I burn them again. 05 serving the sins. Here we go, this tag team match is set to begin. Starting things off with Scott McShannon and Christopher Wonder. Into the corner. And a knee to the face. This is a big test here for Scott McShannon. Christopher Wonder is one of the most accomplished superstars in AWF history. In the ropes goes McShannon. Wonder was going to go for the belly, but here comes Scott McShannon, the Luthez press. Christopher Wonder, I mentioned he's very close to that Triple Crown honor, being a former AWF champion, former World Heavyweight champion, former AWF Tag Team Champion, a Royal Rumble winner. He's done a lot in this business, and now here's the tag to John Blackos. His tag team move, double back body drop. The United States Champion is now the legal man. We're getting a little bit of a preview of our U.S. Championship matchup in the next edition of Uprising. Into the ropes. There's a head scissors by Blackos. It's going to be very interesting to see who's going to be the United States Champion walking into Pain for Pride. It's going to be one of these two men, whether it be the reigning champion John Blackos or the challenger Christopher Wonder. And perhaps it could be one of the two men who are on the ring apron that could be challenging the winner for the United States Championship at Pain for Pride. I mean, you got to think if they're able to pick up a victory in this tag team matchup, that could secure themselves a future championship opportunity. I'm just speculating. As Christopher Wonder lands a neck breaker. And nice modified suplex there by Christopher Wonder. Headbutt. Belly to belly suplex. Wonder now heading up to the top rope. In his own corner. Maybe looking for that elbow. There it is, the elbow drop. Leaping off the top rope. Into the cover. 2. Only a 2 count. Now, bringing him into his own corner. The tag to Watson. Nice tag team maneuver there. No, I wasn't sure if we'd be seeing Watson and Wonder on the same page in the early going. It looks like we're seeing that. Watson's got Blackos up into a neck breaker. Some would call that a Canadian backbreaker, and it's funny we're here in Toronto. As Tyler Watson knocking Scott McShannon off the apron. Watson went for the redemption cutter. Now the SOS by Blackos. Watson getting out of that immediately. John Blackos and Tyler Watson have been at odds with each other seemingly ever since both these guys have arrived here in the AWF. They arrived both back at the Royal Rumble last season. And oh man! John Blackos, it's a modified complete shot. Well, now getting in the face of Christopher Wonder. That was a shot directed towards his challenger. The next edition of Uprising. But here comes Tyler Watson. The roll up. Scott McShannon getting in there. Scott McShannon, who was knocked off the ring apron, get a little retribution. And look at that. Uranagi sending him down. John Blackos, he's got to stay focused here. So stay focused on this tag team matchup. Gets distracted by trying to prove some kind of point to Christopher Wonder. He could lose this matchup, and that could put him in a dangerous predicament. Tyler Watson, who's trying to get back into the United States Championship title picture. If he's able to defeat John Blackos here tonight, you know for sure he's going to be wanting another opportunity. There's a nice modified suplex, capture suplex by Blackos. The ropes, drop kick. You gotta wonder if Blackos was one hoping to get a tag there and realized that he had no tag team partner up on that apron. Now McShannon up on the apron. Blackos got him in the corner. Here's the tag. Scott McShannon, the legal man. And a Oh, backstabber. Two. And only a 2 count. Now it's Scott McShannon and Tyler Watson. Oh my goodness, a gut buster. Scott McShannon took on Tyler Watson in that impromptu matchup on the last Uprising and picked up an impressive victory. But you know, Tyler Watson, he wants to get some revenge. He could get that revenge if he's able to pick up the win here tonight. Maybe prove that win to be a fluke. Watson now belly to back suplex. Now up on his shoulders. And there's a Death Valley driver. Watson sometimes follows that up with that redemption driver, and now he's on the top rope. Is he attempting what I think he's attempting? Yeah, I think he's calling for it. The crossbody assassin is looking for it. Here he goes! Oh man, he got caught. Oh, CBA got caught. Oh, and Scott McShannon couldn't be arsed, dropping Watson on the mat. And look at that, knocking Christopher Wonder off the apron. No help for Tyler freaking Watson. What is this? Look at this, he's got a dragon sleeper. The dragon sleeper is locked in. And Watson's tapping. Scott McShannon picking up the victory for his team here on Uprising. McShannon and Blackos, the victors tonight. Scott McShannon putting Watson down again. This helps John Blackos carry over some momentum for his upcoming U.S. title defense with Christopher Wonder. That's going to be taking place on our next edition of Uprising. Can't wait to see that. Blackos and McShannon leaving the ring. Watson up on his feet now. These two exchanging some words. Now, I didn't think a friendship would be formed here. Oh, there's that complete shot. Christopher Wonder dropping Tyler Watson. Folks, we'll be right back right after this. And ladies and gentlemen, it is main event time here in Toronto. And here comes the man that is set to challenge for the AWF Championship at Pain for Pride. As it currently stands, Travis Sparks is set to challenge Shawn O'Connor, Canada's own Shawn O'Connor, for the AWF Championship. But the self-proclaimed Boat convinced General Manager GMR earlier on tonight to have Travis Sparks defend his $1 million championship tonight. That $1 million championship is what ensures Travis Sparks an opportunity to challenge for either the AWF Championship or the World Heavyweight Championship. So it would seem if Travis Sparks loses the $1 million championship tonight, at the very least, he would be out of the Pain for Pride main event. That would also bring up many questions about what that main event would be and what it would mean for Travis Sparks' opponent tonight, one half of the World Tag Team Champions, Brent Thompson. Travis Sparks winning the $1 Million Championship back at Glory Days 4. Lost it for a brief time and won it back at CyberSlam. Now looking to become world champion. But will he even get past tonight to get that opportunity? He's got a huge task ahead of him. One half of the Exterminators, one half of the World Tag Team Champions, Brent Thompson. And keep in mind, Brent Thompson is a legend in this industry, recently going into the Call All-Stars Hall of Fame. He's a Triple Crown winner here in the AWF. A former World Heavyweight Champion, Brent Thompson is. He could be World Champion again if he wins that $1 Million Championship. But dip his toes back into the main event World Championship scene. Brent Thompson may not have known going into tonight that he would have this huge opportunity, but the opportunity is here. Brent Thompson has a chance to reclaim his old glory. He has a chance to be world champion again. Brent Thompson has been world champion here in the AWF. He's been world champion in GCW. He's been world champion in CCWO. He won the CCWO Canadian Heavyweight Championship at Call All-Stars 9. Brent Thompson has the tools to be the man, to be the World Heavyweight Champion, to win main event matches like he has tonight. You gotta believe that AWF Champion Shawn O'Connor is paying attention to this one, as this one's officially underway, and here we go. There's a dropkick by Brent Thompson. And Seguri. Travis Sparks was playing some games in the beginning, and Brent Thompson letting him know right off the bat that he's not here to play games. He's serious, and if Travis Sparks takes this lightly, he could lose his $1 Million Championship, and as a result, lose his World Championship match. There's a kick to the midsection by Thompson. Now sending Travis into the ropes, and then a swinging neck breaker. Brent Thompson, one half of the World Tag Team Champions, alongside tag team partner CJ Hawkins. As Brent Thompson now going in for a cross arm breaker. Look, he's got the leg hook too. An additional pressure here. Brent Thompson, known for his cross arm breaker, but now also having the leg hooked as well. But Travis Sparks able to get out of it. That's a lot to hold. Holding both the leg and the arm. Travis was able to slip out. Travis got a chance to capitalize here off the ropes. And there's a nice kick to the head. The cartwheel kick to the head. Brent Thompson up on his feet. Travis Sparks off the middle rope. Oh my God, what a tornado DDT. And now into the cover. Only a 2 count. This match continues. This is our main event tonight here for Uprising in Toronto. Our AWF World Tour is going to be continuing over the course of the next few months. We're going to be in Calgary for Superstar Mayhem. Look forward to that. Thompson now going after the arm. This is trademark Brent Thompson here. He likes to soften up the arm so he can prepare to lock on that cross arm breaker, which he's made various superstars tap out to in the past. There's the high kick to the head. It was on our last edition of Uprising. The Disciples made their return to the AWF here on Uprising. It's Brent Thompson. I'll hold that point. He's got Travis Sparks out for maybe a GTS. It's another move he uses to win championships, but Travis able to get out of it. Setting Brent into the ropes. Look at this, the tilt-a-whirl into the DDT. Very impressive there by the $1 Million champion. And now Travis was trying to capitalize, but he wasn't able to. Thompson with the counter with a knee to the midsection. And now look at this. Here comes, oh, and there's that Bronx Bomber. The leg is hooked. And only a 2. Old move there for Brent Thompson, digging into his old tricks. It's been a long time since I've seen Brent Thompson bust that one out, busting out tonight. And you got to do it in matches like these. You got to bring something new to the table. You got to surprise your opponent. Travis Sparks is one of the best in the game right now. That's why he's a $1 Million champion. That's why he's at the top of the ranks of the whole industry. And Brent Thompson knows that. So he's got to do a lot if he wants to win this big match here tonight. And now, springboard dropkick. Sparks is down, and Thompson is in prime position. I was making the point earlier, Brent Thompson, he might have some other things on his mind. As the Disciples, they made their return in the last edition of Uprising and challenged the Exterminators for the World Tag Team Championships. So you gotta wonder if that's weighing on the mind of Brent Thompson. Also, CJ Hawkins not out here letting Brent Thompson do this by himself. Brent Thompson's almost able to get the job done by himself. This could change the whole direction of Brent Thompson if he's able to win this one match. There's a drop kick to the side of the head. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our main event here tonight. The $1 Million Championship is on the line. Travis Sparks' AWF Championship opportunity at Pain for Pride is at risk here if he loses this matchup. But look at this, the Spanish Fly. Is that going to be enough? And only a 2 count. Travis busting out the Spanish Fly from out of nowhere, but Brent Thompson still in this match. Travis now on the top rope. Oh my goodness! Big clothesline from the top rope. There's a tornado DDT by Travis Sparks. Will this be enough? No, it's not. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our main event tonight. On our next edition of Uprising, we are going to see the United States Championship defended as the champion John Blackos defends against Christopher Wonder. You'll want to check out our next edition of Uprising for that excellent matchup. It's Travis going for the frog splash. Brent Thompson getting the knees up. And now look at this. Ground and pound here into the arm breaker. The arm breaker is locked in. And Travis, he's not near those ropes. He may have nowhere to go. Travis able to roll his way out of it. But you gotta wonder what damage was done with that cross arm breaker. Brent Thompson in position. Travis heading up to the top rope. What's he thinking of doing? Frog splash! And only a 2 count. Brent Thompson still got life. This match continues. And now Travis going for the super kick. Brent moves. There's a drop kick. That was Travis Sparks' opportunity to put it away. And he wasn't able to land the super kick. And now, Brent Thompson's got him up. GTS? GTS connects. And folks, Brent Thompson's about to win the $1 Million Championship. No! Travis getting the shoulder up in just a nick of time. Brent Thompson in disbelief. Maybe gonna go for the GTS again. He's got other things in mind here. A series of clotheslines. And oh, Travis with the counter. The Meteora. Brent Thompson had something in mind and he got caught with the Meteora. Now Sparks on the ring apron. Springboard. Drop kick. He just drop kicked Brent Thompson into next week. And here, oh my goodness, planting him down. Heavy strikes to the head, into the ropes he goes. Brent Thompson with the counter, shoving Sparks away. Travis with the counter. What is this? Drop kick. And Brent Thompson ricocheting off that turnbuckle. He's in great position here. Travis on the top, maybe thinking frog splash. No, wait. 630. The 630 senton landing. And Travis looking to put it away for good. There it is. The super kick connects. And that's 3. Travis Sparks retains the $1 Million Championship here tonight. And now it looks like it's definitely official. With Travis Sparks retaining the $1 Million Championship tonight here in Toronto. He will challenge Shawn O'Connor for the AWF Championship at Pain for Pride. Travis Sparks could be on his way to becoming the next AWF World Champion. Wait a minute, hold on. Speaking of AWF World Champions, that's Shawn O'Connor. Shawn O'Connor out here with an attack from behind. Attacking Travis Sparks. And there's the KOS. KOS landing out. Travis Sparks, and now he's in the ring. Wait a minute! He's stomping on Brent Thompson. And oh, thank goodness, here comes his tag team partner, CJ Hawkins, out here to save Brent Thompson. Shawn O'Connor and Brent Thompson got well-documented issues in the past. Perhaps upset that Brent Thompson wasn't able to pick up the victory tonight, but thankfully CJ Hawkins here to prevent anything from happening. Wait, hold on. That's the Disciples. The Disciples have the World Tag Team titles, and they just use them to take down the Exterminators.
Well, wasn't that one heck of an uprising? Don't you all think? Congratulations to Travis for attaining the $1 Million Championship. Yet, don't turn that down, because next uprising will be even bigger and better, as yet again, Travis Sparks will be in the main event, and he will take on, wait for it, Brandon Wolf. With that, ladies and gentlemen, and the rest of the fans of Uprising, I wish you all a good no. You know what? I'm not ending the show right now. There was something that has been on my chest. Something I need to do if I want to get this bitter taste out of my mouth. But unfortunately, I can't do anything about it right now. Only one man can grant me what I want, and that man is my boss, Shawn Walsh. Shawn, I really need you to come to the next Uprising. Please. For I have something I want, with a proposal to boot. So can you join me in the ring next Uprising? I'll tell you what then. As for the rest of everybody who's actually watching this, I do wish you all a good night.
Oh my God, can you believe it, folks? Travis Sparks to face Brandon Wolf on our next edition of Uprising, folks, and that's not all. General Manager GMR is calling out Shawn Walsh. He has something he's got to say to him in person in the ring. We're going to find that out on our next edition of Uprising in Brazil. But folks, our world tour here in Canada is not over. We're going to be in Calgary for Superstar Mayhem, so stay tuned for that one. It's been one hell of a night. Thank you for joining us. Have a great night.